This is the Fly On, and welcome to my Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9, Episode 10 recap. Gizzy is trying to get her father's will thrown out. Yes, indeed. R.I.P. He passed away from brain tumor, and there was a will that was done that didn't include Gizelle. And the will was only written up a couple of days prior to his unfortunate passing. And Gizelle is in the process of trying to get that thrown out. And that is something very, I mean, you see this stuff happen like, in the movies and stuff like that, but it's a sensitive time for her. And my heart does go out to her. And I wonder who it is that, is saying that this will, that everything is supposed to go to. Is it a girlfriend? Is it another family member? Because she didn't mention who it was. So please drop down in the comments if you know. Let me know in the comments. All right, so the next scene, we got Stacey and TJ. Child, TJ, he doing it big with his chef making skills. He got a chef hat. He said he making a pizza. TJ lets Stacey know that he was very stressed out at Wendy's party. And I'm saying to myself, TJ need to grow the fuck up. You a whole ass grown ass man. And it seems as though TJ is usually used to being the star and the center of attention in his relationships. That's what it gives. He talking about they went to the party together and she disappeared. And I'm like, do you not realize y'all filming a reality TV show? Like, she can't stick by your side the whole time. And I'm telling y'all, I'm getting tired of TJ and Stacey, and I think Stacey getting tired of TJ ass as well. And I'm bored with them. Give me your thoughts. Are you bored with TJ and Stacey? Is their relationship real to you? What do you think about that? So Stacey, while they eat the pizza, which it did look good, by the way, Stacey says to him, what does he think if she wants to date him and date other people? And TJ was like, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do the same. And that's not the response Stacey was hoping for. She wanted TJ to fight for her and say, no, I don't want that. He was like, well, I don't want that, but I don't have any control over that. And again, girl, Stacey, if you don't read the room, that man does not see it for you like that. He really doesn't. And I hope you're seeing the signs, baby. TJ don't see it for you like that, Booski. He really don't. So the next scene, we got Wendy's sister and her mom out to lunch. Wendy is bringing them together to basically tell her mom that she resigned from her position as a professor. Wendy's been serving looks for the past couple seasons. That blue dress that Wendy had on, I did not like it at all. It was not flattering on her. I just want to say that. Did y'all like the blue dress? Let me know in the comments if you like the dress. So Wendy finally orders food and orders drinks, and she finally does tell her mom that she has resigned. Her mom is disappointed. She tells her plans is to spend more time with the kids. She says she may pick up another position as a professor somewhere else, but it may just be part-time. And Wendy's mom is like, well, do what makes you happy, but that wasn't her first thought. She was like, why would you do that and this, that, and the other? But after Wendy explained her plan, and she got a little bit on board. And then she said a little prayer. So Wendy wants to focus more on her kids and her talk show. And I totally agree with that. So the next scene, we got Ashley and Gizelle. They're going speed dating. And some of the guys were not. You tell me what you thought about the guys. How did the guys look? What I will say is that I like seeing Ashley being fun and flirty and in her element. She even says, like, even if I'm not attracted to somebody, I like to flirt. I like to practice getting my flirt on. I enjoy flirting. And you could definitely tell that Ashley likes to flirt. There were like one each. Gizelle and Ashley found a guy. Gizelle has a type, y'all. Okay? Gizelle definitely has a type. The guy that she was attracted to at the speed dating noms, baby, he looks very similar to good old Bishop Jamal Bryant. That's all I'm going to say. So they end up choosing them at the end. Ashley chooses a white guy named Justin or Dustin. I don't even know. But she ends up going on a date with him later on in the episode. So we get to Karen and Ray at their home. Karen has said that Ray has stepped up since she's been hit with these DUI charges. Their marriage has been suffering over the last year. She divulges that. She doesn't say exactly what it is. And again, I just think it's because of this age difference. Karen's probably, hitting another peak in her life, and Ray is he just want to play golf and go to Boca Raton, want to live in Boca Raton. Ray is just ready to chill out and go lay down in the corner somewhere. And Karen is still active and full of life. And I think they're really in two different places. Do you think Karen's marriage is going to last? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. I really appreciate it. All right, so Mia and Kiana meet up. And they meet up at a coffee shop. Kiana, she's wearing her man's, business shirt because she said she just came from the office. And, like I said last week, I don't think Greg is the guy for Kiana. I think there's somebody else out there that she is better suited with. Greg does not seem like he's that interested in Kay. He just doesn't give that at all. All right. You know what I just noticed? We didn't see Jazzy this episode. I just realized that. Okay. Did you guys miss Jassy this episode? Let me know in the comments. All right, so back to Mia and Kiana. So Mia get to complaining about Gordon again, talking about his mania and stuff like that. And Kay is having a real honest conversation with Mia and just basically telling her that, Gordon could feel emasculated by the way you're handling the situation. You're forcing him to be around you and Ink. Forcing him to have the kids around it. So, this is a lot for a person with mental health. Kay also tells her, you living in the same building with Gordon and then having your relationship, that's not going to work. So then they get to talking about Gordon doesn't want to take a DNA test for Jeremiah. He believes that Jeremiah is his. However, Mia doesn't believe that Jeremiah is Ink's son. But then in the same breath says, Ink and Jeremiah, they do a lot of the stuff, the same things. And it just, he acts just like Ink. And Ink is pouring into Jeremiah. And I'm just looking at Mia like, girl, what the hell is going on? And again, Gordon does not want to take a DNA test. And Kiana just tells her, what you're doing is inappropriate. And I'm glad somebody had to say it. What you're doing is inappropriate and you need to get it together. Kiana lets her know she's going to speak to Greg. They're going to come up with some information that they're going to put together and send to her to help her deal with Gordon and their situation and how maybe she can make a change with some of the things that they discussed. Let me know if you guys agree with Kay. Is it okay for Gordon and Mia to be living in the same building? Give me your thoughts on that. So Ashley goes on a date with Josh. That's the guy's name that she met on a speed dating. She goes on a date with Josh. She's flirty. She's having fun. Again, I like to see that. They had a nice little date and, they kissed at the end. So the chemistry is definitely there. So now we got Mia at the house. Gordon comes over. The kids want to make cookies. And the two youngest kids that I've seen thus far, they are so freaking adorable and handsome. And the son, Jeremiah, he expresses himself so well. So he asks Mia, they're in the kitchen. He's like, why are you and daddy not living together? And she just tells him, we're getting a divorce. And he's like, no, I don't know that. And this is the thing that I said on the previous, recap. Mia is not properly preparing these children. And I'm like, this is so sad. So, and you can tell that those children love Gordon too. And I think Gordon is really just trying his best to put on a brave front. And again, I don't feel sorry for Gordon because how you met her is how you met her. So I don't feel bad for him. But I do think Gordon is putting on a brave front in front of the kids. Jeremiah mentioned that, and both children, they want their parents together. They don't want them to get a divorce. And Mia starts to say, do you know what marriage is? And they're like, no, not really. And she's like, oh, when two people love each other. And I'm like, where is she going with this? Is she gonna tell the kids in one breath she getting a divorce, and in the next breath she gonna bring up marriage to ink? And then she's like, asking the kids, telling them, basically we're separated because we're not getting along and stuff like that. And her daughter, baby girl, she tells her right away, I do not want you to get married to Mr. Ink. And I'm like, boy, from the mouth of babes. And then so she sends the two kids off. She gives them something to do so Mia and Gordon can talk. And Gordon is like, we need to do a better job of explaining what's happening here. He was like, this is not the way that we're going about this is not it's not clicking for the kids. We have to be a little bit more detailed and better. And she was like, oh, well, their innocence is something special and to be preserved. And he's like, I don't want our children to repeat the same mistakes that we have. You've been married twice. I've been married, I think 3 times. We need to do better with them. And it's like Mia doesn't want to acknowledge her role in what she's doing with the kids. And I feel like it is kind of confusing them. So she then brings up her discussion that she had with Kay about them all living in the same building. And Gordon was like, it works for me. Yeah, of course it works for you right now, but because she footing the bill. But I agree. Let me know, would you live in the same building as your ex and you got a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend? Let me know in the comments. Then Mia says that Ink says that she needs to set boundaries with Gordon. And my thoughts is, why would you bring that up to Gordon and let him know that that's what Ink said? Like, see, that's not a transferable conversation if you feel what I'm saying. You don't need to tell that man Ink said da 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 da. That shouldn't ever come out of your mouth, Mia. My God. And I'm like, she's not helping. It's really like she's rubbing salt in the wound by doing stuff like that, in my opinion. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And please turn on your notifications so anytime I drop a recap, you are notified. So, Mia then says, I want to move on from Gordon so I can heal. Baby, how you gonna heal? You got a husband and a boyfriend. You should if you think you want to heal, then you should have got a divorce, zipped up that relationship with Gordon, gone on your healing journey, and then went ahead and picked up with Ink. But I'm kind of leaning towards believing what Gordon is saying, that she's been having this ongoing love affair, with Ink, based on this is what Gordon is saying. So I'm like, ma'am, you got to slow down. You're the one in the driver's seat for all of this. Slow down. And the episode comes to an end. This is the Fly On Ebony Ivory. Please turn on your notifications so you're aware the next time I drop a recap. And until the next one, Auntie loves you. Bye-bye.